YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacqueline and I'm from the blog thedoggyperspective.com. In today's video I will discuss recycling and new recyclable space-age pet food packaging. Let's get into it. I'm not the best at recycling. I am a regular girl. I sometimes miss the mark, but I do my best to recycle. There are some things that I just don't know what to do with in terms of throwing the stuff into the recycling bin. And you know what? I think the manufacturers know what they're doing to confuse the general population, and they do this to people on purpose. I am concerned about packaging today. That is because I travel frequently, and so packaging is a big deal. Packaging sways my choice of dog food purchases at the drop of a dime. Apparently, I'm not the only individual thinking about this. Our sources reveal that there is a new pet packaging in town. It's made by Monday Dow Premium Pet Packaging. Last fall, Packaging World published that pet-owning customers are beginning to pay more attention to the dog food bag itself. So what's trending? On a recent trip to the store for sundries, I did the same thing. It was an impulse purchase for a well cared for and much spoiled dog who did not need not one more thing. But the packaging was great, and eventually she could use what I'm buying anyway. So I purchased a 2.7 pound bag of Caesar rotisserie chicken flavor and spring vegetables garnish just because I could. Sophia doesn't care for it very much compared to that moist and meaty steak flavor meal I've been feeding her at the top of the day. However, she'll nibble on this very dry, very crunchy food after our evening walk. The most food she can have is 1 1/3 cup each day to maintain her figure. At the evening meal, I switch up flavors and textures and just give her 1/3 cup. Honestly, she snubs me some days and she prefers snuggling instead. Anyways, what I was saying is that the packaging is most utilitarian. It's an old classic dog food staple and fancy schmancy new packaging. No more paper sack. That sack has been replaced by a high quality plasticky bag with an airtight Ziploc seal. I mean, most babies couldn't accomplish opening the bag before you notice, right? And who doesn't love a resealable bag? I rest my case, but we aren't just talking cutesy here. We are talking recyclable, which is great for everyone. Reduction in waste materials is fine for your home and fine for our ecosystem, so long as you recycle the bags, you did? Plus, recycling saves energy and increases economic security. Well, if you're like me and you aren't there yet and you have ones that are not recyclable, this company, TerraCycle, will recycle your dog food bags for you. There's a lot of hungry dogs consuming dog food, which means there's a lot of empty bags. I did consider the impact those bags have on our landfills and stuff. The company called TerraCycle is helping pet parents and their dogs be green by giving them a simple way to recycle and upcycle their dog food bags. Anyways, the materials that make up the pack are certified recyclable by the Institute Cycles HTP. The Institute Cycles HTP is a recycling lab, and this lab specializes in the classification, assessment, and certification of recyclability of packaging. Zooplus AG is an online retailer of pet food and supplies. If you're still with me, Zooplus wanted much greater recyclability for its packaging and was not willing to compromise on any performance properties. Performance properties for pet food packaging are how the packaging performs or protects the food and how the packaging looks to the consumer. The industry jargon includes barrier protection or aesthetics. Mundi, the International Packaging and Paper Group, says that its materials provide all the necessary barrier properties to protect against unwanted transmission of moisture, oxygen, and odors with a premium look and feel. So that really is all that we want. Protection against unwanted transmission of moisture, oxygen, and odors with a premium look and feel. That's all I've ever wanted, for real. And there's a case study to back things up a bit. These are the recent Monday Dow Premium Pet Packaging Survey findings. 3 pet owners claim they would switch to a brand that offers more sustainable packaging, and that's it. Now, I do this automatically and no one asks my opinion on anything, and I am not sponsored. I spend my own money on Sophia's dog food and on any treats and dog food gifts that I give away at parties and dog parks. technically, this survey number will grow from 3 pet owners to 4 pet owners if they ask and include me. This is a big deal, right? So anyhow, I tried finding out if the bag that came with the Caesar dog food is made of this new material and can be recycled. This bag looks like the new stuff to my untrained eyes, and the chat operator at the website I landed on could not confirm yay or nay, but welcomed me to use their resources. After a while, I did what anybody would do. Hey Google, how do I know if my dog food bag is recyclable? And she said a good rule of thumb is that if you can't tear the paper, it can't be recycled. Most pet food bags are lined with paper and plastic layers that have been sealed together and should not be recycled. If the layers can be separated, do so. For now, just chuck your bags business as usual until you formally begin to recycle. And if you already are recycling, please include your dog food bags. I'm just saying, a lot of thought goes into this, and you simply must keep up with these trends. You don't want to get stuck with the paper bag when anybody who's anybody is carrying this new space age stuff. Shop intelligently. I know this is getting deep, but we're talking about trends and what's new, what's hip, what's hot. Did you know that there is an entire library dedicated to this purpose? Well, there is. The PMMI Business Intelligence Library. They do a lot of stuff there. International reports, industry reports, benchmarking, and economic reports. That's all the stuff that I like, okay? Okay, so they did this study recently. It's all about trends and drivers impacting the pet food industry, and this study also identified a trend on how people, particularly in mature markets like the US and Europe, humanize our pets and wish to give them the best, most luxurious food. Here's the good part. This trend accompanies a continued shift of packaging towards pouches to prevent the deterioration of nutrients through oxidation. You see, you got to get the pouch. Say no to that ratty old paper bag and just don't fall for it. I'm just kidding. You know, buy what you like. But the new space age recyclable bag is where it's at right now. So Monday is supplying the monomaterial recyclable packaging to Zooplus AG. Remember, they're the online retailer of pet food and supplies. Well, they're a leading online retailer, and they have a new dry dog food product line. That's why Monday is supplying Zooplus AG with this monomaterial recycling packaging. So, what? What is monomaterial? Here's the definition. Monomaterial flexible packaging uses one polymer only, most often polyethylene, commonly found in plastic bags, produce bags, and self-sealed food storage bags. These can be collected and recycled throughout the U.S. at store drop-off centers or in limited municipal outside curb collection programs. Okay? The materials that make up the pack are a pre-made flexi bag recyclable. It's a polyethylene-based product with a barrier that's fully recyclable, and a barrier pack recyclable, and award-winning packaging that is recyclable. No waste to the landfill. Now that you've got the two components, go ahead and combine them, and then you're going to get Form, Fill, and Seal FFS, real material. Both number 1 and number 2 have been certified recyclable by the institute I mentioned earlier, which specializes in the classification, assessment, and certification of recyclability of packaging. If you went to college and became a packaging expert, give us a holler. Are we right? I find this intriguing to a fault, but in all actuality, someone, for the sake of humankind and pet kind, has carefully thought this out so that people like me and the doggyperspective.comers can shop for and acquire these wonderfully packaged items. Based on the response I got at Hey Google, this bag may be in contention. You'll be happy to know that just because the bag is recyclable, there's been no compromise on any performance properties. That includes barrier protection and or aesthetics, and the bag still has to be attractive. Okay, everyone, it is time for From Our Table. All right, that is what's it and what's on our table. Once again, Sophia is having Caesar rotisserie chicken and spring vegetables garnish. Run and go get yours. $5.04 change at Chewy.com. $5.99 at Instacart, $8.89 at Target, where I found the 5-pound bag. Okay, so this is the new material. This is the new stuff. Everyone remembers it's supposed to be in a paper bag. In other news, before we go, useful technology to sweeten the deal between you and your doggo. The dog scanner, the dog log, and the dog log. Just for fun, go to the Google Play Store and download Dog Scanner and either of the other two, or maybe all three. What you're going to get is an easy interface. You can take pictures, track pee and poo, you can share, you can stay fit, you can log activities such as their treats, their teeth brushing, their grooming, their training, their medicine. You can customize the screen. So thanks so much for stopping by. I gotta go. Please just join us again for more videos soon. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We enjoy hearing from you. Leave us a comment in the box below. I absolutely want to know what your opinions of these 3 free dog technology apps are. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.